Hi, everybody. Hello and welcome. This is Rob Thomas, your Microsoft Enterprise Architect here. And today we are going to get started with Microsoft OneDrive. Now, before I get started, I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor, which is Enterprise Software Solution. They are sponsored our Getting Started session today. They are providers of all Microsoft Office 365, Azure Copilot, Microsoft Dynamics, and Microsoft SQL Server and other products. So by all means, reach out to these guys for all of your Microsoft needs and connect with your sales reps as you move forward and get set up. So without further ado, let's jump back into Microsoft OneDrive. Now, Microsoft OneDrive is really powerful. As I mentioned before, because it's an Office 365 ecosystem, it offers a variety of range of integrations across the whole Microsoft product that makes this product stands out against competitors like Dropbox.com or Dropbox.com and others. And I mention that because we're all used to that. We use those tools and we like them, but then we run into these issues is because it's like the standalone thing and you can't integrate it with anything else. It's a little bit frustrating. And then you have to use Zapier, and that gets very complicated to try to get that thing to integrate across many things. So OneDrive is Microsoft's versions of that. It's really powerful. For free, you can get it set up when you get your free like Outlook account. You can use it and play around with it and so forth. And then when you get your Office 365, it comes with the Office 365 suite. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get set up and started. So when you log into your Office 365, you come here and you go to the app launcher, which is this waffle to the top right over here. And then let me click on that. And then you'll right click or you'll left click, regular click. And then it'll take you to the home drive right here, or you can right click like I do here. And then it'll take you here. Now, when you're in the home drive, this is basically the home screen. So the OneDrive home view basically is very straightforward. It's going to show you everything for you. All these items, all the documents that you've opened, you can see here. So I have Arbitrage Financial Project Scope, Candyland Winter Ball 2024, Fund Deck, Presentation, and Document 1. So this is going to show you all the documents that are most recently that make sense to me. And it's also going to show you in a chronological view. So recently, it's going to show you everything recent, all. I can tailor it by Word documents, show me everything Word, show me everything Sales, show me everything PowerPoint. And then I could possibly take like this Arbitrage doc. If I click on it, I think I clicked on it too early. I can actually go here and say convert to a PDF because I want to show you a PDF version, right? So now I converted this to a PDF. So when I go to all, boom, now I have a PDF version and it's not showing me, but it's in my files. So right there. So I can click on it right there. So now that I'm clicking on it, I'm looking at it. Oh, wow, I created a PDF version. That's really cool. I can exit out of that and just go back to my, and I lost my home screen, right? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to right click. I'm going to pull up my home screen again, and then boom, right? So now it's showing me everything. And now it's showing me that PDF I just created. So most recent, like look at that, boom. So now it's there. And I just wanted to show you, like I hit PowerPoint Vision, a PDF, boom, it'll show me that. I also could click more, show me anything I've done with OneNote, show me anything that Microsoft Lists, which is really, really cool. Loop. So Microsoft Lists is not that new, but this thing, when it came out, like 2-3 years ago, this was pretty cool, right? And then, photos, show me some photos, whiteboard. So if I was using whiteboard and I did something whiteboard, I'll be able to see it here, Power BI. So that gives you kind of a good view of the home view. Now let's talk about uploading files. So let's go here. I'm gonna go back to the home screen and I'm gonna click this add new, and this add new is gonna allow you to upload two types. You can upload a whole folder right here. You can upload a file. So let's first do a file. I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna look at my desktop and I'm gonna say, oh wow, these are cool, right? So let me go to my upload folder, and I probably want to upload here my strategy plan. So I'm gonna boom, and you can see here, and it was really fast, but you can click on that progress and it would open the board. I'm gonna show you that. But I go to my files. I want to see it. What I uploaded over here to my files, I can click here, but I'm gonna click here, and boom, right? What I just uploaded is right there. I can see that sales strategy plan. And I got a deck. I can start adding files. I can get really crazy and creative and start building out some really cool products decks and really sales decks and just really sell an idea or whatever. So this is really powerful. It's really cool. I can put it on my SharePoint site. I can start sharing it with the team. And we can talk about how we get leads, how we do really cool things, right? So this is a cool little deck that that I created. And so that was cool. Let me go back to add new, and I want to upload a folder. So I could click here and I'll say, hey, perfect. Click on that folder, and then I'm gonna click upload. Now I like yachts. So it's gonna ask me to do, upload 25 files for the site. Yes, hit upload. And I like yachts, right? So you can see here, like, wow, this is uploading. This is cool. It's taking some time. I'm gonna check the progress. I click this thing here, and voila, it's showing you the progress, showing you what's actually happening. Like how many files? So 93 megabytes, this is where you're at. So it's uploading pretty fast, right? It's gonna save everything in this folder. While it's uploading, I can still go into the folder and I could see what's uploading, and I can click on there, click on the image, and look at the image while everything's uploading. And I could just go through files, and I can still click here, and while I'm looking at files, I can see the progress of what's going on, right? So I can even stop it, right? So that is really cool feature of OneDrive, how to upload a file, how to upload a folder. Now let's talk about creating a folder and then changing the color of photo. So I go back to the new right here, and I can still stay here, which is fine. And what I want to do is I want to create a folder. So I'm gonna click it right there, and then I want to give this folder a color. What color I don't have? Orange. Let's create orange, and I want to say planning folder. I'll call it project planning. My project planning folder. I'm going to click create, and then voila. Let's go back to my share files and see what I created. So on this desktop, I created a planning folder. Actually, you know what? When I created it, and because I was in here, it put that file in here. But that's cool, because guess what? We're gonna do a trick. Let's say I want to move this folder, right? I made it a color. That's pretty cool. So let me click move to. I think that's cool. Good use case to say, hey, I just create this folder. I want to move it somewhere. And now I'm going to say, where do I want to move this folder to? So I can click my files right here. And I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. Let's move that folder there. And I clicked it. And now that planning folder, boom, it's gone. And it's moved exactly where I wanted it. Right there. So that was pretty interesting. So I was able to grab that folder, change the color, move the folder around. I could have copied the folder too. I can just click on that folder and it says copy to, and copy that folder somewhere else. And that gives me a feature to do that. But let's talk about the power of the folder. Let's go back to Yahoo. The big thing about this folder is you want to share that folder, right? So if you click here on these three dots, you can, from a sharing standpoint, you can look at the folder and say, hey, I want to share it. So if I click the share button, I'm basically going to say, all right, I want to send it to my business partner, James. So I'll just put like James right here, James Thomas at Montfichet. He's probably going to get this email and be like, what the heck? So I'll click that and I'll say, boom, I'm going to send this folder. And I'm going to say, check this out. Check out these images, right? I didn't spell it correctly. And then I hit send. I can send to more than one person. I could send it to, another person. And I just hit send, and then boom. And give it a second, and it's going to send. Now, by me doing this from a sharing standpoint, I've now invited these two individuals to have access to this folder. Now I can manage the access, right? So I'm going to close, right? You shared with these people, and it's shared. So now it's not private. So now if I go into the folder and I go to manage access, right? I can see who has access. This person can actually edit, right? Or, and I can click here and look at the ability to change, so my advanced settings. I can go to advanced settings, do some stuff, but I'm not going to get into that today. Change user period, but this person can edit. This person, I can change the permission. So if they can edit, they can edit, and so forth. So that's the beauty of managing access, right? If I send it and I just send it, copy the link, and I sent you access to this folder, and I just copied that link, anyone with the link could have access to the folder. So that's the biggest value about OneDrive, is because you want to be able to share and you want to have the same sharing principles, because this is almost exactly the same to Box.com and Dropbox, right? You also get version history. So you can see, like, every time I do something or something happens, I can see version history and I can track that. So there's some capabilities around that. So let's get into, deleting some files. So I created a file. I think this is pretty cool. And let's say I want to, let's see if I can copy this file to this. Yeah. So I want to take this file. I want to copy this file, and I copied it, right? And boom. Oh, can't copy because the file is the same name. But I got these two files, and I don't like this file right here. So I want to get rid of it, right? So I'm going to take this file, and I'm going to delete it. So I have two ways of deleting it. I can delete this file right here, or I can go down and delete this file right here. So I'm going to do it right here. I'm click on this, and delete this file, and then delete it. Now, here's some insight about deleting files. When you delete a file, you can restore it. So it goes into the recycle bin, right? So you can see I have the file there. So I can click on it and then click this restore button, and then the file gets restored, which is pretty cool, right? I can go back. Let's say I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to create a Word document. Trash. I'm going to call this Word document trash. And I think I'm done. I just created a Word document, called it trash. So I'll go to my files, and that document's there. So I created it. So I click on it, and this time I'm going to delete from here. I click delete. That goes into the recycling bin. Now that that file is in the recycling bin, what I'm going to do is, you can't delete. It looks like someone has, oh, look at that. You can't delete the file because it's open, right? So I'll go back in here, and oh, the system thinks the file's open. So I can click it, open it up again, like that. Exit out of it, right? Click on it again, click delete, should work. And then voila, it's gone. So you got to play around sometimes with it. I go to the recycling bin, and I really want to permanently delete it. So I can empty everything in the recycling bin without clicking it. I can click here and it'll highlight, and I can individually delete and empty it. Now it's gone permanently. It's never coming back. Now, here's a rule of thumb. Anything you delete into this recycling bin, you can restore up to 90 days. On the 91st day, it's going to be permanently deleted. So you see I was able to restore it. Anything you put in here and you delete from the recycling bin, it's permanently gone. Right, so just kind of remember that. At the bottom left corner, you can see here the whole storage usage. So I just kind of wanted to touch on, you get 1 terabyte, and you can purchase more. So you can say I want 2 more terabytes, 5 terabytes in my OneDrive because I'm using it a lot. So you can do that. So I want to give you some insight into that. The last thing I want to cover is this thing called downloading for your Mac. So now when you get to the place that you're clicking this button, and I've already downloaded, but I click it again, but you can see here I clicked it and I downloaded here. And it'll download, and then you click on this file and you install it. So I'm on a Mac, and everything is up and running, and you have it going. And I have my icons, which you can't see at the bottom. And I'll pull that icon from my application folder at the top and put it at the icon at the bottom. And I just click on that, and then boom, this is what it will pull up. It'll pull up all my files. Now these files don't match because I'm connected to a different drive. So just kind of give you an idea of why when you look at these files are a lot different. But this is what's going to look like. You're going to have access to the file folder, and then you can see here it's the same concept on your desktop. So anything, let me go back here. I'm sorry I don't have, let me go back here, and I'm going to show you my files. But all of these files would have showed up here, and it would have said, OneDrive with R. Thomas at Glide City, on Microsoft.com, right? But because it doesn't say that, it's just I'm connected to another account, right? So anything that I would have added, so if I took a file on my desktop and moved it in here, it would automatically update it there. So just kind of give you an idea. Even again, these don't match, but if I connected it, they wouldn't match. So anything that all this work that I would have did here, it would have went in and said, oh, you did some updates, and then the system would have went in and downloaded all those files, because when I connected it, it downloaded all these files from my OneDrive onto my computer. And so it's the mirror. So anything I put on here goes up. Anything I take off of here, removes off of there. So it just gives you some ideas of how the download works. And it works the same on your phone. So if you put it on your iPhone, your Android phone, anything you're adding from your phone onto those folders, it will add onto the server, and from the server it would add onto all of your other connected devices, so your desktops or whatever. And anything you remove off, like the desktops, it would go in and remove it off the server there. So that just kind of gives you some insight on how the bi-directional sync and mirroring is all happening, which is a really beautiful, powerful feature. All right, so let's wrap up. Today we got started. I talked about Microsoft OneDrive. We talked about the home view, how to upload files and folders, how to create a file, in a document, how to change colors of our folders, sharing a file and folders, deleting a file, restoring it, working with the recycle bin, and then how to download to your desktop and on your mobile devices. So I hope this was super helpful. I want you to get the most out of this. Have fun, enjoy yourself, do more, and look for me into a lot more deeper videos where I can go a lot more deeper, a lot more capabilities and features inside of OneDrive. So I'll have that in future videos. But thank you for going on this journey with me. Have a wonderful evening and good day to you. Awesome.